Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm Matthew from thewetpen.com, and it's time to start the first full week of December. Today, I'm going to open up door number 4 on the Inkvent calendar. Here we have an ink called Spruce. This is pretty exciting, actually, because this is also the first of the scented inks in this calendar, another new category of inks this year. Lots of spruce forests around here in Washington. This should smell wonderful. I'm going to begin by swatching this ink on my color ring, on Tomoe River, and on Midori, which is ivory. Okay, as expected, this ink is looking like a dark pine green, maybe more of a hunter green, and I'm definitely getting the fragrance, but I'll come back to that in a bit. As this is drying, a good amount of purple sheen is starting to show up. That's a little surprising since it wasn't marked as a sheening ink, but of course it's very common for green inks in this color range. Compared to the color ring, the swatch on the Tomoe River paper is just a little cooler in tone, and of course the one on the Midori is a little bit warmer, which looks nice. These past few days have really given me a new appreciation for Midori paper. Let's take a closer look at that sheen. Very pretty, but this isn't a sheening ink, it's a scented one. As I mentioned a moment ago, Washington State here has some huge Sitka spruce forests, especially out on the peninsula. And we also have lots of Engelmann and Brewer spruce forests. I'm gonna smell this ink again. Yeah. I mention this only so that you know that I have at least a little bit of experience when I say that this ink smells almost entirely unlike any spruce that I've ever encountered. To me, this ink has a sweet, soapy sort of smell, a little fruity, but it's not organic or earthy at all, and certainly not like a pine tree. Maybe Diamine wanted to avoid making it smell like a pine disinfectant, and they did. Anyway, it's a beautiful color, and a lot like some of the other inks in my collection. It's a lot like Black Ivy from last year's Inkvent calendar, but Black Ivy's sheen is more purple than red, and the base color is more blue. Diamine Holly from the first Inkvent calendar is also similar, but again with redder sheen and a slightly bluer tint. Berlin Notebook Green is pretty much identical though, and KWZ Discovery Green is not far off either. Monteverde California Teal is close, though there's not much sheen on this swatch. And this Robert Oster Monsoon Sky is pretty close too, but with no sheen to speak of. Okay, now on to the writing sample. I wrote this sample on Cosmo Air Snow again, and as you might be able to tell, this ink is also a little bluer on this paper, like it was on Tomoe River. Otherwise, it's as we'd expect, a very nice pine green with some attractive shading. In poor light, it's hard to see the color, and it almost looks black, and there's a little bit of reddish sheen here and there too. One thing that's worth mentioning is that this is a very wet ink. It's the best flowing of all of the inks that I've seen in this calendar so far. I love most green inks, so it's no surprise that I really enjoy this color, and the flow is excellent, as I say. I'm not so sure about the scent here, but I am intrigued by the idea of scented inks. I have a lily of the valley that smells really nice, so I'm looking forward to trying more of them. If any of you have tried out this ink, I'd love to know what you think it smells like. Who knows, maybe it smells exactly like spruce and I just have COVID or something. Anyway, that's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with another new bottle of ink.